So welcome to week 4 wrap-up. What did we learn this week? Well, first, what did you have do? You had your discussion question, you had your weekly paper, your chapter quiz, and your weekly journal. So hopefully you got all that done by Sunday night, turned everything in. And what did we cover? Well, we covered some interesting topics. This was on the different laws and regulations that we were going to look at. Topics we covered: U.S. compliance laws, some access control, and how all this fits into the business world. That's what we were trying to cover. So in week 4, we looked at all these different laws: the 21 CFR Part 2, the Sabin-Oxley Act, Graham-Leach-Bealey Act, Children's Internet Protection Act, North America Reliability Council, the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, and Health Insurance Act. All these we deal with almost on a daily basis. If we work in any industry, we're dealing with healthcare. If you go to the doctors, you go to the pharmacy, you're dealing with the HIPAA law. Well, how does that HIPAA law integrate? How does, from an IT point of view, how do we protect the public? How do we protect that information? And that's what this chapter was about. How do businesses deal with these laws from the IT infrastructure? Most of the time, this is done through policies and procedures. Policies allow us that everyone in a company must follow. There's standards that are set, that are required. How do we handle certain situations? How do we handle when someone's fired versus when someone quits? How do we delete their accounts? How do we create accounts? Who do we give access to? And that's what these guidelines are helping us put together. We put these together in a procedure that we must follow. Sometimes you're required to sign off. If you delete someone out of the system, well, why did you delete them? Who gave you authorization to delete them? Who gave you authorization to give them rights? Did someone just walk up to you and say, hey, we need rights for this folder? It doesn't work that way in the business world. In the business world, everything has policies and standards and procedures and that have to be followed. The new hire, HR has to do their background check. HR has to provide the paperwork. After that, it goes to the manager. Then it goes to the IT department. The IT department's going to set them up. If they're in the accounting, are they going to see all of accounting, accounts receivable, accounts payable? They're going to receive in the finance, payroll. So there's all different areas that have to be put in. Not everyone has access to everything. And we create these bins within the IT system to support our business goals, our business policies, and overall we have to comply with the government regulations. And that's what we need. That's what this chapter really was covering. What are we going to use for user accounts? What is our identification? How do we let people work from home? They just dial in from any random number? Do we use key fobs, as we talked about in previous chapters? VPN should be created. What access do they have? What type of system are they dialing in from? How secure is it? So these are the policies and procedures of what gets put in place. And that's what we kind of looked at, and the difference between private and public sectors. So again, Chapter 4 covered policies, procedures, and all the different acts that we followed. So I hope you did okay on everything. Remember, if you have any questions, please email me. Please send it to the question group. And remember, ask yourself, what made you smile today? Thank you.